12 years nonstop, and her goal was just to touch the garment of Jesus. If she could just touch his garment, his end of his clothes, that she would be healed. She had faith. She had faith in him that he would heal her. And in Mark chapter 5, verse 25 through 29, it says that the woman with the issue of blood that was bleeding for 12 years, she was bleeding for 12 years, her goal was to just touch the very rim of his coat, and she would be healed, and her bleeding would stop instantly when she touched his garment.
Amen. Come on.
So she just touched his garment, and with her believing and her having that goal to just touch it and feeling that she would be healed, she was. It just stopped. Her bleeding just stopped. It dried up, and she felt that she was healed. And in Mark chapter 5, verse 30 through 33, it says that God felt his power go out from him. He turned around and asked, "Who touched my clothes?" His followers looked at him and said, "Look at how many people are pushing against you, and you ask, 'Who touched me?'" But he kept looking around to see who touched him. The woman then came knowing that she was healed and fell to his feet, telling him the whole truth. Jesus said to her, "Dear woman, you are made well because you believe. Go in peace, be healed of your disease." So he said, just because you believed and you had your goal that when you touched me, you were healed. You believed and you had that goal set for you. So it was made that she was healed. And God also has a goal for everyone, for each and every one of us. But we have to follow in his will. We have to read his word and believe in him and trust in him that he can do all things for us. And he would take you through this. He'll take you through ups and downs. He'll take you through trials and tribulations, just to see if you're prepared to get what he wants to give you. Just see if you can take it, just to see that you won't give up on him, that you'll pray to him every night, that he will help you through what you're going through, that he'll keep you, that you pray that he'll keep you and just let you go through another day, even though you have your ups and your downs, that he's there in your mind, that you just, while you're at work or in school, you just sit there and just take your time out and just pray and just say, "God, I believe in you, I trust in you, that you'll take me through what I need to go through. Amen. That you won't let me down. No, you won't. You won't just toss me off to the side and just leave me there. You'll be there for me no matter what." Amen. So he does that because he wants to see if you can handle what he has in store for you. It may not seem like he cares about you, he's there for you, but he is, and he's doing all this for a reason. Amen. So even though we tell God our goals and what we want him to do for us, we have to understand that in his eyes, it may not be what he wants us to do. It may be something completely different. It may have the same perspective, but it's not exactly what we ask for and what we want. He'll give it to us in a completely different way. He'll see that maybe we're not ready to grasp everything at one time, that we're not ready to have him give it all to us. So he'll just give us a little bit here and a little bit there to see if we can handle just that much. And if we can, then he'll just keep adding on to it. And if you trust in him, if you have a goal to him, he'll bless you more and more. Amen. So He wants us to surrender our all to him. He wants us to give him our minds and our bodies and our souls, just so that he knows that we're willing to do anything for him, no matter what. That we're ready to give up the worldly things. We're ready to give up the parties and the drugs, the alcohol, the drinking. Everything is just go straight to him, no matter what. No matter what we're going through hard times. We could have lost our jobs. Our kids could have dropped out of school. Our kids could have had a kid at a young age, but as long as he knows that we give him everything and we put everything into his hands, he'll love us for us. He won't toss you to the side and just say, I did what I did and now you're on your own. He'll still be there no matter what.
Amen.
So we have to understand that no matter what, he's always there for us. And we have to understand that some things that we ask for are not, and that's not what he wants us to give us. So